Chapter 5. The Chosen. And that's pretty much what you would look like had you chosen the male or the female hero. And if you missed what I said before, that the only difference is that the female hero can wear some things that the male hero cannot. Deliver this lunch to Dad. And here we are. We still have the stuff from the beginning of the game. The added intro. Prologue. What if we eat the lunch? Yeah. Good stuff. Go ahead and use that on me. A whole point. Oh boy. Ow. He didn't actually hurt me. So we start off with the poof spell. The poof spell, it instant kills enemies, but you don't get experience for it, or gold. Just takes them out of battle as if they weren't there. Haha. If you just bring him the lunch, he'll say thank you. Oh, the zap spell. That's really powerful. We don't have nearly enough MP to cast that. The Lost Poet. Haven't met another person my entire life. Hello. No, what could possibly go wrong? Feel free to offer lodgings to any Sephiroths you find in the mountains. Yeah. Starving. I'm 18, I have to eat every 15 minutes or I'll die. Oh, at least I had a lunch. What? I had no idea that was coming. Oh, thanks. Big Book of Beasts. I'll be sure to check that out. That's an item he doesn't give you in the NES version. Whoa. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Well, that feather cap, it's female-only equipment. If you had a female hero, she could wear that. But we don't, so I'm gonna toss that in the bag. We can sell that later. Let's look at the Book of Beasts. Here you find every enemy you fought so far. Just a couple. You don't get anything for filling this out. If you press the confirm button, you'll see their attack animations. You don't get any interesting information about them. No HP, none of their stats. But that's there. Weird. Maybe it's just the way it goes to that? No. Huh. Wonder why that happens now. Didn't happen the last time I played through this. Alright, that fixed it. Alright, so we found a Seed of Life, and the world is back, so we're all good. I'm gonna save the Seed of Life. I'm gonna get pretty good health growth here, so not too concerned about that. Hey, how's it going, dog? They burned the village down, they destroyed the world. Find a suit of leather armor. That'll beat out the pants we're wearing. Castle southeast of here, alright. And now that you see, if you head here to the wagon, you'll now see the casino tokens we had from Talun's part. The 3,000 tokens he bought with his pocket change. If you can't find something, pressing the X button or the Y button, it'll open up a local map. Yeah. Oh, you can't have more than 4 people in a party. Not without somewhere to hold them. Oh, hey, good luck to you. They have a soldier, a priest, a dancer, and a merchant. That sounds like a fine party. And here we are in Casablanca. Let's jot that down, because there's some doors here we're going to want to come back to. Right at the front, you have a shop here. If we could use this feather cap, that would be really good for us, but we can't, so let's sell that. How about a game that actually gives you a benefit for being a lady? And with that money, I want to buy a... I forget what I wanted. I wanted the shield, right. And there's a weapon shop here too, but there's nothing here that I want. Very open concept town. I like it. And they're gonna leave every time for a bit. That's fine. I already have 3 medical herbs. I should be fine. And hey, so we are just east of the tunnel that Tulun made. We'll have to check that out. See if everyone else is being still gathered at Endor. That doesn't make much sense, but sure. Another pair of pants. Awesome. Sisters, and one of them's a dancer in Endor. All the more reason to go check that out. Oh, we have a jail cell door here in Casablanca. And a fortune teller. The end is near! The end is near! Ah, thank you. It is a strong name. Oh, this is just a fairy tale. We'll sell the pants later. I wish the Big Book of Beasts was more interesting, or more useful. I suppose the most useful thing about it is it'll tell you if they dropped anything for you before. So if there was something you really wanted, like if I really wanted to grind up my strength, I could just go kill mad moles for 10 years. Alright, let's head to Endor. So here's the cave. We should recognize this from Tulun. Hey, how's it going? Transmontane Tunnel. Now, there is a random chance that as you pass through here, you'll win a contest and be showered with a few coins. Casino tokens. It didn't happen, but it can. We won't need that help, but there. Yeah, well, welcome back to Endor. We've been here once or twice. Let's go ahead and sell those pants before they clog up my inventory. And I'm pretty well geared up. I'm at level 1 with all my stuff. It's fine. There's a wedding going on. Right, Tulun set that up. A lot of people say the same stuff. They sell the exact same stuff. And Tulun's shop has turned into from a ridiculous money-making scheme to the bank. You can drop your cash in here. 1,000 pieces in, 1,000 pieces out. This way, if you die, you don't lose your cash. In the NES version, it shall also hold your items, because you're very limited by the number of stuff you can hold. Hey, she looks familiar. Hey, it's Mina! I have 10 gold. Enjoy. Sounds fun. Let's do it. Now that we're in Chapter 5, which is pretty much the rest of the game, we're gonna be meeting up with the rest of the Chosen. And here she is, the same way we left her. So I definitely want to toss her in the front row. And she's in the casino. We know where that is. Hey, Maya. So here, they actually give a reason why Maya and Mina's gold doesn't transfer over. She gambled it all away. I guess everyone else has a bit of an excuse. You know, they're all out traveling and what have you. Alright, everything they had is now in my bag. So yeah, she's even tougher than we are at level 1, so let's go ahead and put them in the front row. And now they didn't have much in their bag. They did have the nightlight, which is nice. And the powder keg, which we'll never use again. You want to use that seed of life on Maya. And one more thing we'll notice in a bit. But first, I want to point out, remember in Taloons it was 1 for 200? It's 1 for 20 here, so much better conversion rate. We could actually buy things we want. Now at this point, if you're playing the NES version, I would strongly suggest heading up to that cave that you left alone, where the silver statue was, where the goddess statue was, up in the top right there, and use that time to power up your hero and collect that cash and all the items that you left behind there. I'm going to use this time to head up to the cave I ignored. You see there above their head it says follow orders. We're not going to be doing that. Go fight wisely. This story's about us. They're going to do their thing, we're going to do our thing. Now, in the NES version, you don't have a choice. You are stuck with whatever the AI decides it wants to do. Well, that's fortunate. And we're not particularly powerful compared to them, so I'm just going to kind of sit back and let them do it for a battle or two. They're hardened warriors. Traveling around, hiding behind the dancer. You know, that's what we're doing back there. That was the Fox Town. There's no reason to visit Lakanaba. They no longer sell the... I guess we could stop in there to rest. But they no longer sell the cautery sword. I guess once Tolu moved on, the shopman realized that that wasn't one of his pieces, and he left it that way. So even if we had the money for it, we couldn't get a cautery sword at this point. If you were a crazy person, or if you were really patient at the casino, you could get the Falcon Blade for the hero. And here's Lakanaba. It's the same way it was before. That this house is... like, I don't know if anyone's staying there now. You can't zoom here either. There's no doors to open. You are if you bring Taloon back here, you are greeted. Hey. Yes, Gecko Tycoon, the man who broke a million gold. Oh yeah, I guess Finn again moved in there. You know, Finn's son, Finn again. Alright, we rested up. We have some more health. Let's head into this cave up here. We ignored this in Taloon's scenario so that we could head in here now. Because this next part, if you don't get the stuff from the casino, pretty hard for the hero. Alright, we learned new spells. We learned Heal and Frizz. That'll be very handy soon enough. We'll actually need those. Now this is the same cave that Taloon would have gone through by himself at the start. But I left this for here. There's a chain sickle here that pretty good boost for the hero. It did not do Taloon much good because Taloon's we ended at level 7. There was not much combat in Taloon's scenario at all. And there is here. And as I strongly suggested to not get the iron safe at the start, it just clogs up your inventory. Yeah, it's an Indiana Jones thing, but it doesn't hurt you if it bumps into you. If you walk in exactly that pattern, they'll bring you to here where the iron safe is. Now, Taloon will not transfer over the iron safe if you got it and then Barate finished this scenario with it. Here is called the Steel Strongbox. But now, if we die, we won't lose our cash. Toss that in the bank. Some more Indiana Jones there, and we're on our way out of here. I said there are encounters in here, it's just the encounter rate's very low because you expect to be alone. So for the rest of the game, if I die, it's no big deal. All it does is waste my time. So I'm probably going to die just to get back to places faster now. Take damage to save time. Pushing that button will release the water, which will shove you up the stairs. Here's a bubble slime. It's a Babble in the NES. It could poison you if it hits you. Could have been a big deal for Taloon, not so much for us. Since the enemies up here have been upgraded, you can use this time to get some numbers for the hero. The game doesn't expect you to do this. I guess it just expects you to grind a lot. And there's the poison needle taking effect. The game knows when the poison needle is going to work, so putting it on Fight Wisely means she'll just get the auto kill whenever it will work. Oh hey, Metal Slime! And the poison needle is really good for the Metal Slime because it'll do a guaranteed 1 damage, or it will kill it outright. I didn't know there were metal slimes up here. That's pretty neat. I want to swing by Ballymorel just to pick it up from my Zoom list. They're no longer buying armor at a cheap rate now that their kids are getting married. They're not gearing up for war. Leather armor. I could use an iron shield. If anything I could sell to get enough for these. I need 650. Still a holy water, I'm never going to use that. And the copper sword. I just want to... So, tactics has been added onto this menu, that's why it's a little longer. You can pick people individually, tell them what to do. The different tactics are Fight wisely, let the AI just do whatever it thinks it should do. Watch my back means it's going to do it. This character is going to do everything they can to buff and protect you, the hero. Show no mercy, go all out. Use every strong spell, no matter how powerful it is compared to the enemy. In the NES version, you'll be using this one the most. Don't use magic to conserve your MP for when you need it. Focus on healing. I'll actually be using this sometimes. And follow, in this version, there's follow orders, which you control them. So by selecting that, just put everything in the bag, and then sort it by type. They don't need to hold medical herbs, they won't use it in battle. So there's no reason to have them holding a medical herb. You want to hold a few of these. And I need $100. Despite being fire-based, like a fire spirit, they can still be hit by fire attacks. Oh, by the way, if we were to head back up here, he won't let us through. So we can't head back to Zamovska, where Elena's from. Now, if you left that top right cave where the god statue is alone, you could head in there and get that money, the sword. There's a steel broadsword in one of the chests, so that'd be really good for the hero. I'm okay with the chain sickle. Let's go back to Ballymorale. The enemies up there were a bit tougher. They'll get us a little bit more money faster. We can always zoom back to Endor. And there's a chance of there being a metal slime up here, which is nice. One annoying thing about the NES version is because you don't auto-target, it's going to happen a lot where you're going to want to do something and your allies will kill them before you can. And then you'll swing at the air, just, I don't know, like stabbing the corpse or something. Nothing much you can do about that. To kind of simulate the difficulty curve of the NES game, I'm just going to stay on Fight Wisely for the entire game unless I absolutely need to take control because the AI is being a dumb. The one upside to having Fight Wisely on is the AI chooses what move it wants to do when their turn comes up in the battle order. So she wouldn't have wanted to heal me right off the bat, but because I took that damage, she was able to change her mind for whatever she would have done and heal me halfway through the round. Oh hey, she learned the Bang spell, which is pretty much Sizz, but it hits all enemies regardless of formation. Alright, we have enough for the Iron Shield. The Iron Shield, if you remember, it blocks some damage from fire and ice attacks, which is really good. Eventually we'll want one for Mina too, but it's about us. We're more important. Suppose we can sell the old scale shield. Keep it all clean, you know. Satisfy that OCD. Actually, we have enough tokens. Can anyone here use that dress? That was another reason why I didn't get the half-plate armor for Mina. I don't know if maybe the female hero can wear the spangled dress as well. Eventually, you'll get the complement of prayer rings for everyone and a meteorite bracer for at least 1 or 2 people. We won't be getting a Falcon Blade. But look at that power. 88 attack, and he would go twice per round. It pretty much takes away the difficulty curve of the entire game. So I want to get the prayer ring. The gold bracer is just exactly a prayer ring, that it doesn't have the option of increasing your MP if you use it as an item. So there's that. It's just, I don't know why they sell the gold bracer. It's just a more expensive prayer ring that's worse. But it's there. And we happen to get enough for the iron shield from Mina. Good times for everybody. Alright, now we're going to head back to Ballymorale. We'll walk through the tunnel just in case we get lucky and win that jackpot of however many tokens it wants to hand me for free. Until we find Tulum, we're not going to be able to cash in on all his money. No? No dice? Oh well. And we were told, or the last thing we were told to do is head east. So we're going to do just that. Now that we have our friends, the group of 4 adventurers, they're not here anymore. They're off doing their own thing. One step away. I mean, another new spell, Tingle. Tingle, in some versions of Dragon Quest, it wakes up everyone who's asleep. In some version, it cures paralysis. In some games in the series, it does both. We'll find out which one that does if she ever casts it. Oh, hey, a lunch. Can't have too much lunch. Hey, Hank. Hank Hoffman Jr. No. Oh, that's an awful story. I guess you need a wagon to cross the desert here. Can I look down here? Yeah, no. Oh, well, he doesn't trust us. What can we do? Well, let's keep heading east. Now, I want to conserve all my MP. And we have plenty of medical herbs to keep us healthy. We'll probably eat that lunch first. Do love myself a submarine sandwich. And because we're starting a new chapter, we're pretty low level, we're gonna be seeing a lot of the same enemies as we did before. Hey, hey. Oh, and I said I'd poke at this every now and then. Here's our battle records. 269 battles for 634 enemies. Not sure what that time spent adventuring is, because we have not been... This file has not been active for 11 hours. It's been like 3 or 4. Hey, maybe? Or like 5. Hour per chapter-ish. I just spent that 2 hours doing the Tulum grind. Anyway. And I showed off a few wipes. Different scenarios. Monsters left unfound. Hardcore hero. I know it's pretty early in the game to call us a hardcore hero, but alright. I'll take it. Yes, see the strength of these enemies. If you had immediately gone east instead of west towards Endor, you would have been screwed. Now, because Danda here was actually in the back of the formation, it was his MP being used for the heals. Which is not what I wanted, actually. So, I'm gonna go back and rest up. This next part is hard enough the way it is. Now, in the NES version, it's really hard because you don't have the help from the casino. The casino, while easier to get coins in the NES version, a lot easier, the prizes aren't as good. I mean, there's the metal Babel shield in that version. Or the metal slime shield. But no super weapon. Quick rest up and... Oh, hey, Coffin Sr. Of course, Mary Lou. Okay, so he's the one who tells you about that cave out east. Where he got backstabbed by his best friend. I was wondering who told you about to head that way. And as long as the ladies are one of the ladies are in the lead of the party, you get their battle music. Pretty nice. But we're gonna enjoy it as long as it lasts. Don't worry, the hero will eventually overtake the ladies in his beefiness stats. It's not like some other Dragon Quest games where the hero is irrelevant to the plot, the story, and is not a good fighter. But we'll get to that at some point. Alright, so we're healed up. We have our chain sickle. If you headed here before you had Mina and Maya, you wouldn't be able to tear that down, but the three of you together can smash it to pieces. And for whatever reason, the door opens for free, and... Oh no! Nuts. Now we're all alone. Oh hey, there they are. What the? Two Frolickers. So here, the hero has to one-on-one these guys. Well, not one-on-one. One-on-two. So if they had landed Dazzle, my only source of attack would have been Frizz. Which is not great, but it's something. which is why I'm conserving my MP in case I'm reliant on using Frizz over and over. Oh hey, that must be them. Oh crap, now a real boss time. So this part is really hard. You have to 1v4 them. The Trixies are definitely tougher than the bats. Now, normally I would defend, but I have to heal. Meaning I'm gonna be stuck in a healing loop here for a little bit, until one of them stops mustering. That fireball didn't do much because we have the iron shield on. That's the best we can hope for from them. Alright, so we're in a position where we can defend. Okay. Level 6 is about where you want to be, because that makes sure you're fast enough to go first in these fights. If you're not going first over the tough guys, you could be screwed. Unless you, like, have... Unless you have, like, the Falcon Blade. Then you're chopping through these guys no matter what. Man, they are kicking my butt here. Okay. We should be fine now. Perfect timing, we ran out of medical herbs. Yeah, that prayer ring did a lot for... Even though it was only 5 points of defense, it was 5 points we didn't have before. Enabled us to be tough enough to handle this. And if you can get through that, it gives you a good boost up to level with the others. Definitely one of the top hardest fights in the game. Oh crap, better make sure we're healed up. Ah, it's them. Well, I don't actually remember their names, but I want to say it was Maya. I liked it as Nara and Mara. It made it easier for me to keep them hell of apart, rather than Mina and Maya. But hey, they're back. And put the party order back together. She has a lot more health than we do, so she's still going to be in the front. There's no random encounters in this place. Once you got through that, it's smooth sailing to the end. Congratulations, you did it. We can blow up some very satisfying walls, though. And here we find a symbol of faith. Open anyone's heart. If you had the power to bust down walls like that, wouldn't you do that everywhere you could? I knew you would. I don't think evac works in here right now. In case you somehow managed to get evac on the hero, he wouldn't be able to leave here without Nara and Mara and get trapped outside. I believe this is the same Winky we fought alongside Sorrow's Pawn at the very start of the game. With Ragnar. Ragnar, who was at level like 13, so he was still out-leveling everyone in every other chapter. Although Elena ended up being close because of us having to grind a bit for the abominable showman. How unlucky I got there. Alright, so let's show him the faith that it wasn't his friend that backstabbed him. Alright, new party member, Hank Hoffman Jr. and Mary Lou, the horse. Let's giddy up on out of here. Yahoo! I don't know if they're making a reference with Hank Hoffman and Mary Lou, or maybe the developers want to put themselves in it. She ain't no crow bait. I don't know what that means, but... So Hank Hoffman is not just following us around. Hank Hoffman is... He's an innkeeper's son. He has okay attack. He's on par with us. Decent equipment draw on him. No skills, but he has a lot of health. So I do want to slide him up to close to the front. And as you see from his lack of a diagonal sprite, his question mark on level, and the fact that he's not appearing here, he's a temporary character. Conrad Ilton. And south is Porth Truddle. Now that we have a wagon, we can cross the desert. And if we pull up the local map, there's nothing in the desert of note. There's no hidden secrets, nothing. Just a barrier requiring that a great enemy here, Sweaty Yeti. While the puns and the accents are not great, you know what? Some of the puns are pretty good. I love the enemy names. A Yeti in the desert is a Sweaty Yeti. Oh hey, Metal Slime. Oh, we get a chance to fight it. At least Maya will do a guaranteed 1 damage thanks to the poison needle. Its defense is maxed out, so you don't get much of a chance to hurt it. And here we have the new enemy, Bodkin Boyer, who's got something weird going on with his eyes. Sadly, unless you control them, or on the NES version, use try out, which will just make them do random moves, like use your random items. We won't see Mina using her tarot cards again, but it's pretty neat. Alright, and the heroes learn the new spell, Zoom. So there's now 2 of us. I guess we're here at night. Here we're in Bath, the town of Baths. Behind the counter, there's a bar. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so Luma's doing pretty good. I mean, he broke the cap on money. I didn't even know you couldn't go over 6 digits. And he did that for like 4 days in a row. We'll visit the town of Bath here. There's 2 inns. That's interesting. Free leather shield. Also, we could sell that. And here we find mini medal number 2? Mini medal number 2. All girls to... What the... Rude! I don't think I've ever had her in the front row before here. There's just something different about Maya. Huh. I wouldn't call Hank old. Well, I'm not old. Huh. How about that? You learned something new. Gonna talk casually while waiting to spy on this girl in the bath. And here, as usual, we'll find... What? A seed of strength? Usually it's a seed of life. I'm gonna give that to the hero. Seed of agility. I'm sure he could have bought a town with how much cash he had. I'm gonna give that seed of agility this time to hero. He's the only one I'm gonna be controlling, so he's gonna get pretty much every seed from here on out. Good enough time to stay at the inn. Sure, I'll take a tour. I mean, we're here at night, but... This is even in the NES version. The game turned the camera, not me. And this is how we get our official way into seeing the Zenithian armor that Blaudude said got switched out, so... I'll have to keep that in mind. Barf, barf? I don't get it. The soldier's still there. I guess he's not spying. I guess he's just guarding the bath. Well, that's what we have the nightlight for. We're gonna use the nightlight, make it nighttime. There's nothing here that we want to buy. Our money problems are about to go away. Soon enough. Name is Rowan. People call me Rowan the Wandering Wandsman. I'm a magician from Lakanaba. Not that I live there anymore, of course. No, I left my hometown some time ago. I serve the royal family of Zamovska nowadays. These memoirs are a personal account of my hunt for a magical staff, something I've been ordered to find by the Tsar. In fact, it's such a personal account of my experience that I must be careful not to let anyone from Zamovska lay eyes upon it. I just wanted to show that off. I think the little stories are kind of neat. And if we continue south, well, we should come across the town we were told was here. No one mentioned Bath. They did mention Porthtrundle. As we get into no encounters somehow. Where'd the encounter rate go? Up here we find mini middle number 3, I found, I think. That sounds like a rumor. And as you know, rumors are never true in video games. Do what you gotta do. Maneuvering with a tilted camera angle is tough. Mintos. You see an arm wrestle? Yeah. Oh. Oh well. What a fella. Hey, that sounds like Alina and friends. Here in Porthtrundle, we just want to jot down. There's a jail cell door here with, seems to be an inhabitant. Can we talk to them through the bars? Maybe. No? We'll come back. Much later. That's everything for nighttime. Map of the world? No, I have one. Thanks. It's unlocking as I go along, but it's at the top of the screen. I suppose we should officially say this is Porthtrundle. Still anything interesting here? No. At the armor shop, we can get a golden tiara. It protects against confusion. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of those for the ladies. And sell off their hats. Here in the days where money will be a problem. Ferris Beacon was run over by monsters. And here you can pick up some of the same stuff we saw back in Endor and Ballymorel. Wizard and Commerce. Aw. That's no good. Maybe we can help with that. Buy a pair of pants. Magical Staff, Chapter 2. I am Rowan, the Wandering Wandsman. By the Tsar of Zamovska's order, I'm traveling the world in search of a magical staff. You may well ask why I'm doing such a thing. My short answer is that it seems to be a favorite hobby of the Tsar's. I don't mean to badmouth him, of course, I just can't help worrying that a leader is so absorbed in such frivolity, peacetime or not. But it isn't my place to question him. Duty is duty, and now I must travel west of my hometown to follow up a possible lead. Been a fruitless search so far. I can only hope that this time I'll find the magical staff I've been charged with locating. Check that out. So we have another wharf here. Building a brand new ship. Hey, a bunch of things. Going on a crazy binge of destruction. And here we'll find the next mini medal. Mini medal number 4. I just cleared the path. Well, we heard Tulu was building a ship. And inside we'll find a few useful items like an antidote herb. Hey, hey. Alright, so Tulun's nearby. Yeah, when you're all about the business. Holy water? It's there. There was something that someone told me about that I want to try at some point. Wouldn't mind restocking my personal supply. And more pots! Ah, destruction! Property damage. Question for the governor. Oh, so Toulouse with the beacon. I guess he wants to get the beacon under control before he tries to scale his ship. So you'd think that the lighthouse would be near the coast. I didn't see a lighthouse around. a smaller ship here we could check out. As children. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor in the morning? Ship carrying stolen goods got sunk by monsters far to the northeast. Have to keep that in mind for much later. Found some underwear. Okay. And another mini medal. Put those to good use at some point. Mini medal number 5. Oh wait, there are more barrels. Leave no property undisturbed. Alright, so the princess is down in Mintos, which is where Tulum wants to go. Any books here? Hey, how's it going? Ah, she's just having fun. I mean, can you blame her? If someone put you on an old-timey rudder of a ship, you wouldn't start playing with it? Hey, how are we looking? We're all healed up. We have a bunch of armor to sell, but yeah, may as well. Gold leather shield. Found some pants. And found some undies. Will that net me anything? Nothing I want. Wouldn't mind the iron armor, but doesn't seem to be in the cards. What I will pick up are some more medical herb. Don't lie to me, game. We've learned that there's not always room in the bag. Didn't check out the church. So I didn't catch if anyone said where the lighthouse is, but looking at the local map up above, you'll notice, for whatever reason, there's no... The lighthouse isn't by the coast. You can kind of see a tower off slightly north and east. That's where the lighthouse is. We're gonna head up there. See if we can't catch up with Tulum. A lot of worms. So these worms, they can do a little dance, strip off a wee bit of MP. And Cyclones, which we've seen before. They can cast Whoosh on the party. And that can do quite a bit of damage. And I think we're at the part of the game where if you take someone out... No, we're not there yet? Alright. Never mind, we'll come back to that. Forget I said anything. And this is a tower where you can move the camera, so keep that in mind. You turn the camera, you can see the ways in or up the top. 400 gold, awesome. Not that we'll need it, but it's there. A lot of jigsters. So the one other thing that Hoffman there can do, he can muster his strength for more damage the next round. It's pretty alright. Now ideally this is not an encounter where they would have used any of their MP, because the enemies were harmless. But I don't tell them what to do. Not yet, at least. A seed of resilience. Now increase your defense permanently. I give that to the hero. Everything's going to the hero at this point. Hello. Balloon. Puff his old boots. Yeah, we'll take care of that for you. No, don't repeat that. He doesn't join our party here, just asks us to take care of it ourselves, and that's fine, because he finished at level 7. He's by far the weakest out of any of our party members. He doesn't even have any gear. He's holding a whole bunch of swords in his pocket. And there's another mini medal, number 6. We have a couple stairs here. The other way had treasure, so we're gonna go that way first. We find magic water. Magic water is the very rare item in this game that restores MP. Toss that in the bag for an emergency. Everyone eat up. Gnaw on these leaves. You'll feel better, trust me. You can buy them. They're very cheap at the casino. They're like 30 tokens a piece. You don't find too many of them now. And a lot of the difficulty of the game comes from having a rather limited mana pool. So we're not going to mess with it too much unless we need to. Cycle around. Sorry if you got dizzy there. So if you were to break Chapter 5 up into smaller pieces, I would say this would be the culmination of, like, 5-1. We're approaching the level that everyone else ended theirs at. We got, like, a final dungeon kind of deal of it. 2 points. And a rather substantial boss at the end. Spoilers, there's a boss at the end of this. Yeah, Hoffman, take that right on the chin. If I use the medical herbs outside of battle, that'll ensure that Mina does not use her heal spell in battle. Someone asked me to show off what happens if you use Zoom or Chimera Wing inside of a dungeon. So long, suckers. Haha. Hey, hey, metal slime. Hey, hey, there goes the metal slime. And a skeleton swordman, we've seen him before. He's nowhere near as tough as he was before. Because we can handle him this time. We ran into him with Alina and crew. Ooh boy. A whole group of them. That was a near wipe. And a moonwort which... Moonwort bulb. Wow, just say that 3 times fast. It cures paralysis. I've never used one. But it's there. So, this will be more of a challenge here, depending on what they decide to do. They as in my party members. As you see, the skeletons have quite a bit of resistance to whoosh. But there was enough of them, so the computer felt it worth trying to do. Alright, we got him. And for our efforts, another level. Not the antidote herb. They're really chewing through these. Guess I could have stood to use get 2 stacks of these. And here we find a hunter's bow. At this point, your hero should not be wielding something less than a hunter's bow. What were you doing? How did you get here? How did you beat that part before? Right here we find the Holy Embers. Elune said that the fire up above was a holy flame. And there's 3 sets of ladders. Stairs. Taking either of the bottom ones is a dead end. Might just show that off. All we have to do is take the Holy Embers and toss them into the flame, right? How hard could that be? You have a golden tiara. You could have held on to that for... waited to buy one of these until now. I feel like it was worth it. I am going to put it in the bag for later. I'm not going to sell that one. We also weren't hurting for cash. Alright, so how are we looking at? We're all topped off. Alright, let's go. More fuel for the flames of darkness. A flamethrower, a tigergram, and another flamethrower. So there's not much the hero can do. But we're gonna focus on trying to take down one of the flamethrowers. And without the iron shield, that would have done a lot more damage. Yeah, the fireball is a wasted attack thanks to the power of the iron shield. Well, I guess we're on healing duty now. Nuts. That's the best you got, oh, Maya's out of MP. Well, Maya's done attacking. I guess it's up to me now. I'll end Hoffman. If he ever calms down. Yeah. Good hit, Hoffman. So he's not going to be vulnerable to the instant kill, so Maya's pretty much out of the fight. An acceptable loss with Mina. And we have medical herbs in case it comes down to it. But it almost feels like the heal spells get a bit of initiative to go first in battle. Yeah, good hit. The only problem is Hoffman's muster strength seems to fail or wear off. Like, you see him mustering strength and then hitting for 10. It's weird. Alright. We got Sizz and Holy Protection. You've seen Sizz, that's like fire 1 against all enemies. And Holy Protection is, I believe that's just a repel. Same as a Holy Water. Yeah. Oh, we'll just carry her body around for a little bit. Alright, take it out of the corpse. Out of the coffin. Alright. And I have enough MP to use Zoom, so let's go ahead and do that. Sit back to Port Trundle, revive Mina. Gonna cost a little bit of money, but we're doing alright. Nothing we can't handle. Alright, if we head back over here... Hey, we did it! He's as happy as Larry. I guess Larry's a pretty happy guy. He has a suit and all. That sounds good to me. You definitely need us as a bodyguard, because, well... You're not much of a fighter yet, Torneko. And then, the new team members' possessions are placed in the bag. We could be heading south first. But, most importantly, well, if we look at Tulun, level 7. Not spectacular stats in any way, but look what Tulun brings to the picture. What he had in his pockets, which is what you get in the NES version, and what he had in his bag.